God calls us to move forward, yet requires us to abandon our inner demons at the threshold, as Neville Goddard teaches. When asked about God's paramount commandment, the reply echoes profoundly, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is the one and only Lord." Embrace this commandment, embody this truth, and freedom from what appears as external influences becomes yours, for such influences cease to exist in the presence of a singular source, the one true God. This omnipresent source transcends and permeates everything, manifesting as individual expressions throughout the cosmos, answering to our proclamations of I am. Through these affirmations, we become intertwined with the whole, and in doing so, we weave the scattered pieces back into unity. The essence or location of the world may remain a mystery, but your own being is undeniable, a clear manifestation of I am. We carve out our uniqueness by declaring I am this or that, setting ourselves apart as individual entities derived from the whole, through the portal of I am, the foundation of our existence and experiences in this material world. All begins in the realm of imagination before crystallizing into tangible reality, with nothing existing that wasn't first conjured in the imagination. The episode in Matthew 8, where Jesus pacifies the tempest while his disciples are engulfed in panic, serves as a poignant illustration. He challenges their fear and scarcity of faith before calming the storm, demonstrating the futility of serving dual masters, God and fear, faith and the devil. Staying serene in the face of adversity, visualizing a favorable outcome that then materializes, confirms you as the architect of that tranquility, just as Jesus exemplified. If you can still the tempest, it implies its origin was also by your hand, for there exists only one God, one source for all. If every entity proclaiming I am embodies God, and there is solely one God, we cannot attribute our woes to others. God is recognized not as He is, but as I am. Irrespective of external situations, the fundamental cause is the I am. Accepting accountability for your current state, whether positive or negative, equips you to modify or improve those circumstances. This realization unlocks genuine freedom and the power to transform. Embracing responsibility for our existence heralds true emancipation. This dispersed divinity throughout the cosmos resides within both you and me, advocating a revised view on divine manifestation. Convention holds that divine incarnation occurred 2,000 years ago in a single individual, yet Neville argues that divinity manifests in all humanity on earth. The central figure of the Bible, Jesus Christ, exemplifies the divine model we are to embody, celebrated as the first to conquer death and the quintessence of God. Now, incarnated in our moral forms, we are dead to the extent that we've lost sight of our unity with the Creator and our influence over our environment. The daily news may seem remote, but the singular source, the one God, offers liberation through our consciousness or imaginative capacity. Jesus' tranquility in the vessel symbolizes the human condition where God the Father operates in a dreamlike state. Our disturbances are not external but mirror our inner perceptions. The dreams we have, filled with joy or despair influenced by our emotions, often leave transient impressions of their characters, yet their presence and actions are born of our creation, bearing our responsibility. In this tangible reality, if an unknown person disrupts my journey, I, embodying that individual, am accountable, eliminating the notion of blame. Awakening to this accountability reestablishes our divine link, soothing life's tumultuous waters. Each of us carries this universal individuality. The inquiry, "Do you recognize yourself as Christ?" underscores the direct, unfiltered connection with the Father, rejecting false idols in favor of the singular, unified God. God did not parcel out portions of Himself among us, He endowed His entirety, highlighting the indivisible nature of I am. Declaring your name affirms your divine existence, denial signifies God's latency within you. Identifying yourself as the Son, David, in your embrace, acknowledges your divine lineage, preceding this earthly sojourn. Our terrestrial conflicts against so-called demons or the progeny of Satan are struggles against constructs of a material world molded by fear and a severance from our divine authority. Scriptures like Deuteronomy 32 verse 39 and Isaiah 45 position God as the source of all dualities, refuting the notion of opposing deities and advocating sole accountability for our life scenarios. With this understanding, we step into the ark, awakening to a reality beyond illusion, embodying the divine archetype, Jesus, as God's manifestation on earth. Amid human bewilderment, we anticipate the day when the supreme commandment is realized, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord." Embracing this, we perceive ourselves as varied manifestations of the singular I Am, bridging the divide between God and His expressions. This acceptance bestows unparalleled liberation, freeing us from external constraints and aligning us with our co-creative role. This epiphany reshapes our engagement with the world and our self-perception, transitioning from passive bystanders to active divine participants. Every thought and imaginative act plants seeds in the universe's garden, destined to bloom into manifestations of our will. Adopting this divine duty with intention and respect guides us not only toward personal achievement but also toward harmony with the universal design. At our core, we are divine manifestations tasked with enlightening, loving, and creating within our surroundings. In honoring our divine incarnation, we pay homage to our origins and contribute to the realization of heaven on earth. This spiritual reawakening reveals not just liberation but the path home, to the essence of the only God, unveiling the unity of I Am in God. Understand the depth of what I'm conveying. The impact of your imaginings upon the physical world might not manifest instantaneously, yet their realization is inevitable, for you alone wield the power to shape this process. Every aspect of reality emerges from consciousness. Without it, existence remains unperceived, as all manifestations are contingent upon the light of consciousness. Through our creative essence, we declare, I nullify, I create, I am the foundation of both health and ailment, I bring forth both adversity and fortune, I am the designer of both victory and defeat. When discussing entities like Satan, demons, or devils, one fails to recognize the fundamental essence of the most critical commandment. The 10 Commandments predominantly instruct refrain from this action or that, with one exception, to honor your parents. Deuteronomy 6 verse 4 distills it into a singular command, recognizing only one God. At this point, it may be challenging for you to fully absorb my message, and you might continue to attribute your obstacles to external factors. You engage in something harmful and blame it, but the crucial question is, why did you engage? This surely indicates an internal imbalance. Society, avoiding the underlying issue, searches for external scapegoats, yet none exist because there is only one God, one source, one cause. Reflect on a story shared by a woman about a profound dream. She found herself in an empty house, its windows and floors devoid of furnishings. Her sons, dressed in pristine overalls, sat against the wall, while her daughters, adorned in simple cotton dresses, stood before them, all expressionless, immobilized. Awaiting a priest, a messenger instead declares the work concerning her son is done, negating the need for the priest's presence. The scene shifts to a farm, where she views golden wheat fields ready for harvest from a house window. Her eldest son, radiant, announces his first creation. His entrance, filled with grandeur, animates the room, mobilizing his siblings who were previously static, their destinies seemingly tied to the priest's intervention. Now, free from such reliance, they are awakened to life. Consider the significance and depth of this dream. The absence of the priest or father signifies transcendence. Here, Jesus' words find relevance, unless I leave, you cannot truly live. But as I leave, I will rise, and you will join me. A time comes when I am no longer with you physically, then, unity among you will be found. If God is life and you possess life, then you inherently possess God. If He is the Creator, so are you. Every attribute of God equally belongs to you. Now, as God emerged from the wilderness with signs and wonders, notably the elevated serpent offering life to all who look upon it, you too must emerge from your personal Egypt, confronting plagues, as the veil is lifted, symbolizing freedom and enlightenment. You are meant to live out the scriptures, finding yourself in the roles of Moses, Noah, or other biblical characters, their stories manifesting as states or events in your existence. In the story of Samuel, Saul promises liberty to the family of the one who defeats the giant. David accomplishes this, desiring only his father's recognition. He proclaims, I am a son of God, asserting his divine identity. Thus, by defeating the giant, David not only secures his father's liberation but also reclaims his true identity. Without embracing these truths, freedom from future afflictions cannot be guaranteed, for not even decisions made by your employer are beyond your influence. Perhaps a dismissal is not a setback but a redirection towards greater fulfillment. Reflecting on my own path, being let go from a modest position as an elevator operator led to grander achievements, steering me towards my genuine calling. Believe in the notion that you are the creator of your life's events, both the positive and the negative. There is but one God, thus one cause, consciousness. Acknowledging this, seeing the world as a reflection of your inner state, holds profound truth. If dissatisfaction arises, turn your gaze inward to the root cause. Realize that within each of us resides the eternal Father, who, amidst turmoil, awakens to still the storm he inadvertently stirred. Adopting this worldview as your guiding principle, recognizing your sole responsibility for the direction of your life, instills a tranquility akin to the calm after a storm. Yet, when life's upheavals seem insurmountable, and we look externally for blame, we conjure demons, fictitious gods, secondary causes. These demons are the concoctions of those who refuse to accept responsibility for their life's outcomes. To further shed light on this journey, consider divine love as an extension of the I Am principle. Divine love transcends mere emotion, embodying a state of being, a power that goes beyond personal affection to include unconditional acceptance and understanding of all creation. Through the perspective of divine love, we can truly perceive ourselves and others not as separate entities but as interconnected manifestations of the divine I Am. Moreover, the path to realizing our divine essence is also a path of self-discovery. It involves peeling away layers of societal conditioning, fears, and misconceptions that have obscured our authentic selves. This process mirrors the biblical tale of the prodigal son, who, after a period of wandering and hardship, returns to his father's embrace, welcomed with infinite love and abundance. As we awaken to our divine nature, we return to our spiritual home, greeted by the Father's boundless love and prosperity. In this context, the importance of forgiveness becomes clear. Forgiveness, for ourselves and others, is a crucial step in healing, allowing us to let go of past burdens and embrace the present with clarity and peace. Through forgiveness, we release the chains of resentment and anger, elevating our vibration and aligning with divine intent. Furthermore, the principle of as above, so below highlights the interconnectedness between the physical and spiritual realms. Our thoughts, words, and deeds in the material world reflect our inner state, and by harmonizing our inner world with divine principles, we profoundly influence our physical reality. This harmony empowers us to become conscious co-creators with the divine, intentionally shaping our existence. Additionally, practices like meditation and prayer offer gateways to divine communion, providing spaces for introspection, guidance, and connection with our higher selves. Through these sacred practices, we cultivate inner peace and clarity, enabling us to receive divine inspiration and guidance. The concept of divine timing also plays a vital role in our spiritual journey. Trusting in divine timing means understanding that our desires and prayers are answered in alignment with the divine plan, which transcends our limited perception of time. This requires patience, faith, and surrender to divine will, trusting that everything unfolds in perfect order for our highest good. Ultimately, our realization as manifestations of the I Am, endowed with divine power, invites us to live in a way that reflects this sublime truth. By doing so, we not only honor our divine origin but also contribute to the manifestation of heaven on earth, fulfilling our eternal purpose. Imagine, if you were in bondage, wouldn't you seek liberation? Freeing yourself from the chains of attributing power to external gods is within your reach. Embrace the truth that there is only one God, fully present within you, known as I Am. Though you may have forgotten your true identity, a storm will eventually awaken you, leading you from the ark into a flood that restores your memory, until the one mirroring your face recognizes you as the Father. May the scriptures then resonate with clarity, immersing you in the timeless narrative, eternally unfolding in the present. Let the world follow its course, but if you heed my message, you free yourself from all demons, from the storms you unwittingly create. Herein, acknowledge that I am as God, and you are God, for there is only one God, one cause behind all existence.